Yeah, and you hear good things happen if you put the ball in play. He did. I don't think that's the swing he was looking for on the first pitch, but it's a break for us. We'll take it. Pitching was great today, and Moore, another great start for him. Strick, bullpen, just a nice ball game, and it went our way there on that check swing, which you take. I mean, we've had some tough breaks, so we'll take it.
Like you're on your way to not getting a good break with that strike three to Kelby right before that. Were you kind of thinking that was a little low?
Yeah, no, we were yelling from the dugout. It looked like Kelby got a tough call there with 2 strikes, and it's borderline, but we thought it was low. But it's one of those pitches you probably should try to spoil, protect the plate, take it out of the ump's hands, but he took it, and call went their way on that. So it's good, good to get a break on the very next pitch.
You mentioned Moore. That's his 3rd straight strong start. Is it almost bittersweet in a sense? Do you see what he's doing now and after he scuffled for so long?
Yeah, well, it's about how you finish, too, in this game. We're all going to have our struggles, our hiccups, bumps in the road, whatever. But what's important is how you deal with it, as we always say. And he's been fighting, to get through this. And he's had some good starts now. I think it's a case where less is more. He's backed off a little bit. He's not overthrowing. He's using all his pitches. He's got a good changeup going along with the curveball and the cutter, but using the fastball still effectively on both sides.
This time the late inning relievers work perfectly. You see more of this, 7, 8, 9 with Melanson being the man in the middle there?
Yeah. What? I flipped to 2 today. Because I was going to let Matt start the inning, and I didn't want to get Mark up and bring him in middle of an inning, or if Matt got through it, not use him there and pitch him the next inning. Point being, Strick can handle that a little bit better, so I just flipped to 2, and Strick did a great job, especially after the error. When Jones missed the ball at first, he made the pitches to get out of that, and. But, we got a day off, so, those guys will be available in Arizona.
Bruce, with Melanson's performance there in the 8th, is he slowly inching back to becoming the closer again before the end of the year?
I'd be fine closing on. He knows that. He's our closer. Sam's doing a great job. So Mark's he's fine either way. I've talked about this where we can cover him a little bit in case he warms up, doesn't feel good, or something happens out there. But he's good with this, helping out anywhere, helping the team win. He's made those comments, and but if I want to close with him, he could be our closer. Yeah, no problem.
For a guy who struggled to start the year, Gorkis is now hitting over 270. He let off a few innings with doubles today. What can you say about what he gave you at the top of the order?
Yeah, and you know what? We should talk about this guy, where he was and where he's at now. He's really done a great job coming off the bench. Spot starts. I know in the early go there was some noise being made. Should he be on this club as defense? In fact, he's so good at center field, but he can hit, and he had a tough time because he wasn't getting a lot of playing time. But this guy is playing as good a baseball as anybody. He gets 2 leadoff doubles today with nobody on. We only scored 1 of them, and we had another leadoff double. We couldn't get him in. But point being, how this guy has really found this game and come back after not just a couple weeks, but we're talking a couple months. Of just keeping his head up and grinding and fighting through it, and it's really just been fun to watch how well he's played.
You guys held a pretty good offensive team in check with your pitching for 3 days. Kind of give you the confidence that this is the group that if things look a little different next year, can pitch your way into contention.
Yeah, we don't believe we're the team that had this tough a year. We've got the talent here. To get back to where we've been for the most part the last 6-7 years, and it's every year's different, but these guys are really good. They are. These pitchers are really good, and it just so happens we've had a lot of guys with off years or injuries, all added up to where we're at right now. But and I really don't want to talk about next year. How these guys are throwing. I want to finish up. I want Matty to go out there and keep throwing out good starts and all these guys. So we'll talk about this the last week or so and where we're at.